DK Metcalf is an idiot. He's an idiot. I don't care what the fans said. There are 60,000 fans at the stadium watching you. Thousands of cameras on DK Metcalf. And you decide to grab the fan's wig. You decide to grab the fan's wig and swing at him. Why on earth would you do that? What did you expect to happen? You're now suspended 2 games without pay. It hurts your team. It hurts the Steelers trying to compete for a playoff spot. And you've voided $45 million guaranteed in the future. Because a fan said something to hurt your feelings. I am by no means confirming or denying what the fan said. I am not siding with the fan. I don't believe DK would lash out for absolutely no reason. The fan is probably an asshole, and he should be removed from sports games, period. There is no place in sports for stuff like that, if the reports are true. But regardless, no matter what the fan said, you can't assault anyone at any point. We don't hold you to a higher standard because you're an athlete. You're a role model wearing that jersey for a bunch of young kids who don't know any better, who are Steelers fans at heart, and they see that, and that is a bad representation of who you should be as a human. I'm not siding with DK for what the fan might have said or what he did say. I don't care about that. Because the fan is nobody. And you are DK Metcalf. Equally, like person for person, you guys are the same. You both bleed red. You guys are both human beings. But understand the situation. Understand the situation and where you are, DK Metcalf. Understand you're on the field. You should be focused on the game. But instead, you're interacting with a fan who's heckling you. I bet you any money, a lot of fans have said a lot worse or equal to players on the field. And they haven't done that. You can't punch a guy. You can't swing at a guy. Now, it's true. If a guy said some crazy stuff like that to me, if a guy came at me and the reports are that he said something about his mom and called him a racial slur, that is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. You can't do that at all. And there's no place, not just in sports, but in the world for that kind of person. You're a loser if you do that. If you show up to the games, you do that. You're a freaking loser. You're the scum of the earth. And I would have a reaction too. I'm not sitting here and saying I'm perfect. But DK, please. You're now costing the Steelers an opportunity at the playoffs. You've now cost yourself a bunch of guaranteed money. And your image, your self-image, it's somewhat destroyed. That's not what a role model does. That's not what a guy who has worked his ass off, but is also privileged to wear that Pittsburgh Steelers helmet, that historic jersey. That's not what they do. You got to be better, man. You got to be better. I was very disappointed, to be honest with you. I just thought it was so dumb. So dumb watching it.